The O'Reilly Factor, the #1 cable news show for 12 years running.
Thanks for staying with us. Bill O'Reilly in the Miller Time segment tonight. You may remember a few weeks ago our pal Dennis endorsed Herman Cain for president. Well, now the sage of Southern California having second thoughts and joins us from Los Angeles. What's with the glasses, first of all, Miller?
Well, I had somebody call my radio show today and say that in an attempt to emulate Brit Hume, I should try to look more Tweety. But now that I look at it, I feel like some moron teaching sustainable diversity claptrap at a Midwestern JUCO. So
yeah, Miller, you don't need that. Everybody respects your intellect the way you are. Scruffy.
What about my endorsements? Listen, you know why I'm off the Cain train, Billy?
Why?
He can't win. Listen, he's still a great guy, and this is a fluid situation for me. If he gives us the best chance to win tomorrow, I'm back on. But today, he can't win, and it doesn't have anything to do with the chicks. That doesn't interest me. It's just that after that 11-second pause, he's too easy for them to whack.
The Libya, you're talking about the Libya thing?
Yeah, all they have to do is dust off the Palin playbook, and they can hit him with that now.
I know. I mean, his numbers are down. New Fox News poll just out today. He's got him at 15%. And the people who have defected from Herman Cain have gone to Newt Gingrich, and I suspect, Miller, that you are one of those.
Well, listen, I don't know where I'm quite going yet. I might stop at Newtville. I might go to Planet Ron Paul. I have a feeling, like everybody else, I might end up at Romney Acres eventually. But those are the three right now, I think, because of this. Romney makes it hard for them to hit. Newt hits back. And Ron Paul doesn't even know he's been hit.
Yeah, I don't know if you. I don't see you in the Ron Paul camp because of the foreign affairs thing.
Listen, I go anywhere that's going to beat Barack Obama.
You know, look, he wants to do the lombato with Iran. You know, the dance of love. And
that's true.
It's a little scary there. You know.
You're right, Billy. I just flew 5 hours from L.A. to New York next to an Islamic kid who was in his 30s. I couldn't even watch the movie. I just fantasized about hitting him in the head with an elbow if he went up to take a whiz.
You're doing a Ron Williams thing. You don't have a contract with NPR.
Did you see the books he sold? Did you see the books he sold? Come on.
All right, so right now you're endorsing Gingrich or nobody?
I like the way Gingrich threw Pelley out the other night. Let me tell you this. Do you realize now we have Scott Pelley bracing Newt Gingrich on a decision that Barack Obama made? Barack Obama off that guy by drone. Newt Gingrich didn't, but I guarantee you if Pelley ever has Barack Obama right in front of him, he'll ask him the initial question probably, but as soon as he starts making his answer, you're not going to hear Pelley come in with this, not by a court of law, sir, not by a court of law. The guy who actually killed Alawaki would not face the grilling from Pelley that a GOP candidate faces. Is that crazy or what?
Well, it's interesting, that's for sure. Now, the occupiers at the beginning of the program, we said they're done. Even Mayor Bloomberg now doesn't want him around anymore. Once it gets to that level, and Kwan, that mayor of Oakland, Kwan, she's thrown them under the bus too. So I think they're through. Do you think they're through?
Well, listen, they had to go from Viscotti Park, that's Occupy Rome. They had to go from Zuccotti Park, and I hate to rain on these kids' charade, but even a suck-up little golem like Bloomberg's eventually going to... He's going to side with the people that he has to tax. These people weren't getting taxed, for God's sakes. Even a medieval doctor at some point when he's bleeding somebody knows he has to burn the leech off. That's all that happened here. It was time to burn the leech off because the taxpayers were sick of the conga line out there.
What did you call Bloomberg, a golem?
A sucky little golem.
That's not nice.
Oh, come on, Billy. Bloomberg's getting tired to me. If I live in New York and I'm paying that sort of rent, and 2 months in he's telling me he doesn't want to rock the boat, it gets a little tired. We get it. You're a beautiful guy. All you did was you cluttered a screen and put a stock crow and you became a billionaire. Fine. Don't try to teach me you're Pliny the Elder, for God's sakes. And I get the feeling that if Rudy Giuliani was still mayor, this thing would have been broken up before the first tent was popped, okay?
Now, what would Pliny the Elder, of course, a Roman scribe?
Well, he always acts like he has a historical perspective, Bloomberg, on the nation and how it's been built on, discord and people have the right to protest.
But I just want to point out to the audience that I do not believe that Pliny the Elder has ever been mentioned on a cable news program in the history.
Wait a
I'm glad
second.
you could bring him back.
Didn't Valerie Harper used to play Pliny, didn't she?
That was Rhoda.
Oh, okay.
But it was close.
Well, sorry, I got
very
all
close.
screwed up.
All right, in Toronto, there's a couple of gay penguins, I believe. And I think they're in Canada legally, but I'm not sure because they're from the Arctic or Antarctica. Now, the gay penguins are they trying to make them straight, or what are they trying to make them? What are they doing with those penguins?
I don't know, but first off, you can see in that opening shot, they're just like the kids in Zuccotti. They crap on the outside, right on the rock. I don't know, the one gay penguin's name is Pedro. And here's my problem. Has anybody seen papers on Pedro? Is he even here legally, for God's sake?
That was my question.
Listen, Billy, how do you even know when a penguin's gay? Is their corner of the penguin habitat
they wear tight T-shirts.
Is it well done?
I don't know. I can't say anymore. But they're trying to, I think they're trying to make these gay penguins mate with, I don't know. It's too confusing.
Stop right there. All I know is who's in a better position to participate in a gay marriage than two creatures who are perpetually dressed formal.
God, if we're back here tomorrow, I'll be stunned. Dennis Miller, everybody, would like to remind you that the Bold and Fresher show in Richmond, you can't miss it. Friday, November 25th. Going to be one of the great ones, as will our performance at Excite. The 26th of November at the Borgata Hotel in Atlantic City. By the way, you can bring sensitive souls and teenagers to the show, no bad language or anything. Details on BillO'Reilly.com. Did you see that on deck? Michelle Bachmann going after her fellow Republican candidates. We'll play you the ad next. Australia in a moment, but first, just over 5 weeks till Christmas, can you believe it? And the No Spinells want you to know that my book, Killing Lincoln, is an excellent, inexpensive gift for everybody, including dopey teenagers who don't know anything about history. The book moves so fast, many of them will actually read it, and it might ignite their interest. If you would like signed books for Christmas, please get those orders into BillO'Reilly.com now, because we want to get them to you in plenty of time for Christmas and the holidays. Also, our logo merchandise this season, Restore the USA, off to a great start. We've got hats, shirts, pens, all with a simple but vital message, a message we believe in. Restore the USA. Check it out on BillO'Reilly.com. All the money I get from the website goes to charity. Now the mail, Eileen O'Shea, Randall, San Diego. Thank you, Bill O'Reilly, for saying a decent person would stop any assault against a child. All of those at Penn State who knew are culpable. Randy Hepner, Larkspur, California. Bill, I can't believe you let those attorneys say that defending people they know are guilty protects the rest of us. They were challenged, Randy. That's all I can do. I don't let anybody say anything. They say it, I challenge. Alexander Pattis, Milton, Massachusetts. Bill, I must ask, who appointed you judge, jury, and executioner? John Adams got British soldiers acquitted in the Boston Massacre. Perhaps you should hold firmer to the Constitution, a little less fresh, and a little more bold. My job's different than yours, counselor, and I'm doing my job by analyzing the facts and commenting on them. We had Councilor Mesereau on here tonight to give the other side, which he did eloquently. John Donnell, Ashburn, Virginia. Joe Paterno's eternal life has been spent serving as a positive influence. To condemn the man negates all the good he has done. Don't know anyone condemning Coach Paterno the man, John. He apparently made a mistake, and he's paid for it. Melanie Sass, Irving, Texas. Bill, I agree that illegal aliens who come back after being deported should get 10 years in prison, but it will never happen because of all the overcrowding. It would be far less expensive for the feds to build more prisons than to continue funding the current chaos, Melanie. Dr. Reed Steftal, Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Wow. Is Kimberly Guilfoyle married? Now, come on, doctor. We don't give out personal information for obvious reasons. I mean, we're not going to do that. Carenza Espinal, Bellflower, California. Bill, there is an orchestrated campaign to hurt Killing Lincoln on Amazon.com. Who's doing that? The occupiers? There's some far-left involvement, but the primary people dishonestly sliming the book are Ron Paul supporters. Amazon and Congressman Paul are aware of the situation, and I want to thank all of you who have actually read Killing Lincoln and posted positive reviews about it. That's how we fight the dishonesty, you know? That's how you always fight dishonesty, with honesty. Amy Stats, Citrus Heights, California. It took me 10 seconds to find out the Ford Theater is selling Killing Lincoln. Why did the Washington Post print erroneous information? I can only speculate they don't like me very much, Amy. I know that is hard to believe.
We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks!